Alright, so a super quick portion of the lesson, which is going to just refresh our memory of common fractions and then the equivalent decimals and percentages. Because I'm finding there are some that you should be able to know like that, but you're sort of being held up by the fact that you can't remember how to convert. Okay, because we did it in term 2, so it's been a little while. Okay, so let's write up the common fractions that you've come across when you're talking about probability, and let's try to do them in the order of size. Okay, or if we were talking about probability, we would do them in order of the smallest chance of something happening through to a greater chance. Okay, so I'm going to do the first one for you. Okay. 1 in a 10 chance. I'm all going to do these as unit fractions. Does anyone remember what a unit fraction is? Yeah?
With the numerator is 1.
Great. Okay, so I might do a few others actually, but most of them will be unit fractions. Okay, so we've got 1 out of 10. If I was to take it up a step to a more likely chance of something, what might be my next fraction? Really common ones. Okay, Elise?
2 out of 10.
You're on the right thinking. I'm going to have a different denominator than 10 though. Sean?
2 out of 8.
Not 2, but 1. Yep. Okay, so you write these down, guys. You don't have to convert them yet, because we'll do this together.
1 out of 6.
1 out of 6. So my denominator is getting larger, so there's less outcomes. Okay, Ed?
1 out of 4.
Before that, 1 out of 5, 1/4, 1/3, 1/2. Okay, after we do this part of the table, I'm going to rub it out because I'm out of space and do some more, but we'll just do these first. Okay, so hopefully lots of these are automatic, but we'll check. What is the equivalent decimal to 1/10? So essentially in my head I'm going 1 divided by 10, or 1 split into 10 parts as a decimal jack going It's going to be 0 point something.
0.5.
Great. Okay, 0.1, right there. And so, how would I then convert that to a decimal? I'm essentially timesing by 100, okay? And if we remember when we've done this before, 1 jump, 2 jumps because there's 2 zeros, okay? And that's where my decimal place goes. So it's going to be 10%, okay? Now, in my experience with maths teaching, knowing these are super helpful across many topics moving forward. So you know when we talk about rainbow facts, so numbers that add up to get to 10, they teach you that in grade 1, so 8, 2, 7 and 3. Okay? They also talk about knowing your times tables, super helpful. This would be high up on my list as well. Okay? So 1/8, this was in one of your questions recently. This is one that's really not the easiest to remember, but if you do, it's super helpful.
12.5.
0.125. Right, 0.125, please don't call that up. Okay, and then that will make it, Jeremy?
12.5.
Awesome. That's 5. Cool, 12.5%. Yes, ma'am.
There's so much stuff on my arm.
Is it hurting?
No, it's just
Cool, leave it there for the moment. Awesome. 1/6. If you don't know, and you need to know for something, grab out a calculator and go numerator divided by denominator. So if you don't know 1/6, quickly do that. Who thinks they do know it? Tom, what do you reckon? Okay, Tom thinks 18.5%. Okay, Max, what do you think?
Maybe 14.
Okay.
0.16.
Okay, so we've got 16, 14, 13, 18. Okay, so you're clearly using this knowledge to work out what you think 1 in 6 is.
The decimal.
Okay, what do you think?
Is the decimal 0.15?
Don't know.
Or 5.5? 5.5.
I think it'd be 5.5 because 0.5 would 50%. Yeah.
0.15.
Jake, what is it?
0.16.
0.16.
2.16.
Is it 6 repeated?
Yeah.
Okay, right. So, does anyone remember how we show a repeated decimal with our pencil? Elfie?
Don't you do a circle above like 6?
A little dot, yeah, cool. And that shows that just the 6 is repeated onwards. Now, because it's 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, etc., if I was to convert that to a percentage, I technically have 16.66666. When I round that up to be a whole percentage, it will be
17%.
right. So that's why I'm going to write 17% there. That's a rounded up figure. Okay. 1/5. These should be really automatic, the rest of these. 1/5 TK.
0.2.
Maybe that's confused. 0.2.
Sorry.
So that's 20. Okay, so you notice that 0.2 is double the 0.1. Okay, this is 0.25. Yep. 1/3. If you can't see, just shuffle around. I can't read this. Thanks. Just move your desk and chair. Okay. Jeremy?
0.33.
Yeah. So it's a third. So 0.3 repeated. So same as what I did up here. 3. If I was to round that, because it's a 3, I would round down, so it's going to be 33%. And then a half, of course, is
50%.
first we
5.
do 0.5. 50%. Awesome.
Would we also do one more?
Yeah, I'm going to rub those out and do a second part of our table now with some more. But yeah. Okay, so the more quickly you can remember those, automatically the faster and easier you'll find some other parts of the maths. Not sure. I won't be testing you specifically on this, so I'm not going to test you in this exam and say, tell me what the decimal is for 1/5, but I might say, write your answer as a decimal, and if your answer is 1/5, and I say write it as a decimal, if you know it's 0.2, it's really good. Yeah, that'll be really helpful. And I will ask you to respond in different ways to questions, so to show your knowledge that it's a fraction, a decimal, and a percentage. Okay, we've got quite a few hands up. Yep, back side.
If our answer was 1/6, but we recalled this answer as a percentage, would we answer 70%, 17%, or 6, or 16.6?
If you can remember that it's 16.6 recurring, do that. Always be as accurate as you can, I think. Yes, Max?
So, if it's going on the test, like fractions like here.
Did I already answer that question? Yes.
For a question like that, would set for like that to 7%, would either one be correct? 17 or 13?
Yeah. Either correct. Okay, I just want to do a little bit more, so you can just continue on underneath your table.
Oh, shit, I didn't need more.
Are you totally run out of space?
Yeah.
Okay, so the other 3 examples that I have here, and there are more that you can do, okay? So 3/4 as a decimal, does anybody know? You know 1/4 should be able to go through.
0.75.
Awesome.
Stopped.
Which is 75%. 2/5. 1/5 is 0.2. Yep.
0.2.
Nope. 2/5. 0.4. That's right, you realised straight away, that's fine. Okay, write these down, please. Tom, I want you to write these down, mate. Distracting it would be a good idea. Okay, 4/5. Ed?
0.8 and then 8%.
Awesome.
And then last one.
Do it now.
Max. 1.0000.
1.0 or just 1.
Yes, I know.
Do you, Alfie? What is it?
100%.
No.
We made it. It's it's 999.
1.00.
plus 0.
Henry, so
100.0.
Yeah. Okay, one last one. One last one. 9/10 as a decimal. Jamie. And then 90. Great.